I want to challenge you that there are 3 ways Christ's death points us to the Father's glory.
我要挑战大家来思想，有3个层面他基督的死把我们指向父神的荣耀。
3 ways I'm going to talk about in this talk, but there are many more in the book.
今天我要讲3个大点，就在我的书上还有更多的论点。
The 3 I want to address is this. Number 1,
第一个，
Christ's death upholds and restores his Father's reputation.
第一个是基督的死，他捍卫了、恢复了父神的声誉、荣耀。
Christ's death will restore creation back to its original state.
第二个是基督的死要恢复受造物他原初被造的目的状态。
And number 3, Christ's death allows humanity to fulfill their original purpose.
基督的死最后是要容许人类能够履行他被造的目的。
Let's look at every one of those.
我们一个个来看。
Number 1,
第一个，
Christ's death upholds and restores his Father's reputation.
基督的死捍卫了并且恢复了父神的声誉。
Why was Christ even concerned for his Father's reputation or his Father's glory?
到底为什么基督他关注他父神的荣誉或者是荣耀呢？
Could it be that God was looking like a hypocrite in the Old Testament?
到底上帝是否看起来像一位旧约里面的假冒伪善者？
I want to challenge you that he was.
我要挑战大家，他是的。
Where do we see that?
我在哪里看到呢？
Looking at a few passages and putting them together makes it very clear.
我们来看几处经文就很清楚了。
In Exodus chapter 21, verse 14, we read these words.
出埃及记第21章第14节这样子说：人若任意用诡计杀了他的邻舍，就是逃到我的坛那里，也当抓去把他治死。
There are no exception clauses.
这里没有讲到有任何的例外。
It says if he makes a plan to kill somebody,
如果他设计要杀了人，
and he acts on it, then put him to death.
他做成这事的时候，就把他治死。
God is communicating how holy and precious life is,
他是看重生命的圣洁和重要性，
and how as a holy God, he cannot put up with anyone sinful in that way.
而这位圣洁的上帝不能够容许人这样子来做，
No exceptions.
没有例外。
Could we talk about David and Bathsheba here for a few minutes?
那我们现在来看一看大卫跟拔示巴好不好？
You all know the story.
大家知道故事了。
David's up on his rooftop.
大卫在一个屋顶上，
He's going over some bad websites he shouldn't be looking at.
他看一看这些不好的网站，
He sees a woman, brings her over.
就看到一个女人，他就把她请进来，
He's intimate with her. He gets her pregnant.
跟她有了关系之后，让她怀孕了。
He realizes he's got a problem.
他现在有一个大问题，
He says, how am I going to get out of this?
我现在怎么能够从当中能够脱身？
I've got a plan.
我现在有个计划，
So he calls her husband back from the field where he was fighting.
就把这女人的丈夫从战场上招回来。
He was one of David's trusted 35 fighting men who would die for him.
这是大卫35个士兵里面肯为他死的、牺牲自己的3个壮士之一。
He brings him into where David is and he gets him drunk.
他把这个士兵请回来，就把他这个喝醉了，让他喝醉酒。
And he says, go sleep with your wife.
那你就回家去跟你的太太住一个晚上吧。
He says, no, my men are fighting. I will never do that.
但是这个士兵的回答说：“我的同僚都在作战，我不能够做这件事情。”
So he sleeps outside, where not outside of his home.
他就睡在外头，不回家。
David says, this is a problem.
大卫说：“这问题大了。”
So he brings him in a second time,
再把他召回来，
gets him even more drunk.
再给他喝更多的酒，
Says, go sleep with your wife.
回去跟你的太太睡觉吧。
He says, no.
他说：“不的。”
So David has to make up another plan.
大卫现在想另外一个计划，
He writes a note to the head of the army.
他就写了一个这个书信，
He says, put this man in the front of the army and withdraw and have him killed.
把这个人送上前线，然后你们士兵退开，让他在那边战场上死。
And that's exactly what happened.
事情就这样子发生了。
David then takes the woman to be his wife.
大卫就把这人的太太娶为自己的妻子。
Who killed Uriah the Hittite?
请问谁杀了乌利亚人？这个乌利亚赫人乌利亚
Who?
谁呢？
David. That's right.
大卫，没错。
The prophet knows this,
先知知道了，
but he has to approach it to David, and so he tells him a little analogy.
他就用一个比喻来告诉大卫。
Once David hears the analogy, he's very angry.
大卫听到就非常恼怒。
Look at verse 5.
第5节，大卫就甚恼怒，那人对拿单说：“我指着永生耶和华起誓，行这事的人该死。”
Then Nathan said to David, you are that man.
拿单对大卫说：“你就是那人。”
David says, I have sinned against the Lord.
大卫就对拿单说：“我得罪耶和华了。”
Nathan replied, You're going to die.
拿单就说：“你死了。”
No,
没有，
that's not what the text says.
圣经没这样子说。
It says, You are not going to die.
拿单对他说：“你必不至于死。”
Oh, yeah, David's sin was on the cross by Jesus.
哦，是的，大卫的罪已经被耶稣后来在十字架上取代了，不是吗？
The average Israelite didn't know that.
但是大部分的以色列人不知道这个事情。
So what was the average Israelite thinking?
这些以色列人认为什么呢？
Oh, great. God's laws apply to us little peons, but not to the big boys.
哦，以色列人就认为说，上帝的律法就应用在我们这些小人物、小民身上，
Maybe God is a hypocrite.
或者上帝真是一位假冒伪善者，
Maybe God doesn't punish sin anymore.
或者上帝已经不再惩罚罪了，
Maybe God's not that holy anymore.
或者上帝已经不再圣洁了，
Maybe God's not that glorious anymore.
或者上帝已经不像以往那样的充满荣耀。
David and millions of other sins were not being dealt with.
大卫跟千千万万人的罪行并没有被对付，
No wonder the Apostle Paul wrote these words.
难怪使徒保罗这样的说：
God presented him as a sacrifice of atonement through faith in his blood.
上帝设立耶稣做挽回祭，是凭着耶稣的血，
He did this to demonstrate his justice.
他要彰显神的荣耀、神的义。
Because in his forbearance or in his patience,
因为在他的忍耐当中，
he had left the sins committed beforehand go what?
他做了什么事情呢？
What does the text say?
圣经说什么？
Unpunished.
他让他没有被审判，
It was to show his righteousness at the present time.
要让他这个时候要显出他的义。
So as Jesus was carrying the cross,
所以当基督他背着十字架的
the
时候，
thorns were in his head.
当荆棘冠冕在他头上，
Father, show them that you are holy.
我的神啊，让他们看到你的圣洁，
Show them that you are glorious.
看到您的荣耀，
Show them that you will not put up with sin.
看到你不能够容忍罪。
Oh, Father, glorify your name.
父上帝荣耀你的名字。
Jesus' death upholds and restores his Father's glory.
耶稣的死捍卫、恢复了父神的声誉和他的荣耀，
That was reason number one.
这是第一个原因。
Reason number two.
第二个原因，
Christ's death will restore creation to its original state.
基督的死使受造物恢复起初的状态。
We all know the story of Adam and Eve.
我们知道亚当夏娃的故事，
There were 4 curses that came down.
后来有4个咒诅
Eve would have problem with childbirth, there'd be pain.
啊，她就能够怀孕要有经过痛才能够生子，
Men would have trouble tilling the soil.
人要汗流满面才能糊口，
The snake would have to crawl on its belly.
蛇必须要爬行在它的肚子
And there
上。
was a 4th curse.
第4个咒诅，
Cursed is the ground because of you.
第4个咒诅说地必为你的缘故受咒诅。
This earth that we have, that we see here, is cursed.
这个我们所看到所住的世界地球已经被咒诅了
The。trees that we see, the clouds that we see, they're a cursed version of what they used to be.
我们看到的树和云彩，这些都是因着人的罪受咒诅。
How is the ground cursed?
那地怎么受咒诅呢？
That word means to wish or invoke evil, calamity, injury, or destruction upon.
咒诅的意思就是说，祈愿促使灾厄、邪恶、灾害、伤害能够临到某人身上。
Well, let me ask you this.
要问大家一个问题：
Do you think storms, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, do you think those are all a part of the curse, yes or no?
大家认为这个风暴、飓风、地震、海啸、火山爆发，这些是不是都是咒诅的一部分呢？
Yeah, you would think so.
大家认为应该是的。
Revelation 21:1, we find out that there's going to be a new earth.
启示录第21章第1节说，我们要看到一个新地。
Do you think that new earth is going to have volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, earthquakes, hurricanes, or storms, yes or no?
请问这个新地会不会有火山爆发、有海啸、有地震、有飓风、有风暴等等的？
No, I don't think so.
没有的，不应该有。
What's happening now is a result of the curse.
这现在所看到这种种的乱象，是因为人被咒诅。
That's why Paul says creation was subjected to frustration.
所以保罗说，受造之物伏在虚空之下。
not by its own choice, but by the will of the one who subjected it.
不是自己愿意，乃是因要叫他如此的。
In hope that the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay.
但受造之物仍然指望脱离败坏的辖制。
This world is decaying.
这个被败坏辖制的世界，
We are made from the dust of the ground.
我们是从尘土里面造成的。
Our bodies are decaying.
我们的身体渐渐的朽坏。
Now, if you're younger than 25, you have no idea what I'm talking
可能你
about.
25岁以下的人，你大概不会明白我所讲的是
You
什
get into
么。
your 40s, get into your 50s, you're like, oh man, that shoulder hurts.
到了你到40、50岁的时候，你说：“哎呦，肩膀好痛，
I can't run like I used to. My feet hurt. My leg hurts.
不像以往一样，我现在脚痛腿痛不能够再像以往的跑。
Our bodies are decaying.
我们的身体慢慢的渐渐朽坏，
Why?
为什么呢？
The earth was cursed.
因为地受了咒诅。
The new heavens and the new earth, we will see His glory in its original design.
在新天新地，我们要看到这一切都恢复了原来被造的状态。
We will not decay.
我们将不会朽坏。
Is this scriptural?
这是这样的教导符合圣经吗？
Colossians chapter 1, verses 19 and 20.
歌罗西书第1章19、20节。
For it was the Father's good pleasure for all the fullness to dwell in Him,
因为父喜欢叫一切的丰盛在他里头居住，
and through Him to reconcile.
便借着他叫万有都与自己和好了。
That word reconcile means to make good again, to repair.
和好原来的意思就是修复完好，修理的意思。
Who does Christ reconcile?
基督他把谁修理好，把他们能够和好呢？
He reconciles us.
他让我们与神和好。
It's not what the text says.
这圣经不是这样子讲。
To reconcile all things to Himself.
圣经里面说，叫万有都与自己和好了。
Oh, I'm sure that says people, right? All people?
这边应该是讲人吗？
No.
不是的，
All things to Himself.
这边说万有。
Having made peace through the blood of His cross, through Him I say, things on earth and things in heaven.
因此，无论是地上的、天上的，都与自己和好了。这边讲的是万物，不是单单讲人。
To make good again, to repair.
透过一切的这个修复、完好、修理，
Not just people.
不单单是人，
He died for trees,
他为树木也使
Mountains,
这个高山
bushes.
所有的树丛
Animals
动物，
Not only here on earth, but in heaven.
不但在地上的，在天上的也是。
Heaven?
天上
Yeah.
是的，
It's in a state of decay.
这一切都在慢慢的退化当中。
Christ said, I came to redeem the heavens as well.
所以基督说：“我要来拯救、来救赎这天上的一切。”
Luke writes in Acts 3,
路加这样的在说，
speaking of Jesus, He must remain in heaven until the time has come for God to restore.
这边说天必留他，等到他复兴万物复兴的时候，复兴什么呢？
Everything.
复兴万物
No, all people, right?
是不是讲人呢？
No,
不是，
everything.
这里指的不是人，而是指万物。
As He promised long ago through His holy apostles and prophets.
就借着众先知在古时所说的话，
To bring back to a former, original, or normal condition.
就把它恢复到原来起初原有的状态。
Yes, Christ died for us and our sins.
是的，基督为我们的罪死了，
But yes, He died for the animals.
他也为这些动物而
He
死，
died for the earth.
他为地上、
He died for the heavens.
天上的。
He died for all of it because He wants to see His Father's glory reflected in the way God originally designed it without the curse.
就是上帝主耶稣要把上帝创造万物本来伏在咒诅之下，现在把它恢复到神创造的目的。
I love Revelations 5:13.
我特别喜欢创世启示录第5章第13节说：“我又看见在天上、地下、地底下、沧海里和天地间一切所有的被造之物都说。”
Okay, every creature in heaven, that means the angels. Got that one.
这边说天上一切的应该是天使吧？
Every creature on earth, that means us humans.
地上应该讲的是我们人类。
Oh no, wait, it says every creature on earth.
但是请记得这边所讲的，在地上所有一切的被造之物，
That means dogs
他
and
讲的是
horses,
狗和马、
cats and mules, and
猫跟驴子，
all animals on earth.
地上所有的动物。
And under the earth,
在地底下的，
talking moles, we're talking worms.
我们这些小虫、这些昆虫，
And in the sea,
在海里头的，
We're talking whales, we're talking dolphins.
有鲸鱼，有海豚，
And they'll be what?
还有什么呢？
Saying?
他们在说什么呢？
They're going to be talking?
他们会说话。
The text seems to point that out.
在圣经里面很明显是这样子说的，
Which may mean before the curse they could talk, after the curse they could not
意思是
communicate.
说在被咒诅以前他们能够讲话，咒诅之后他们不说话了。
What will they be saying?
他们要说什么呢？
To him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be praise and honor and glory and power forever and ever.
但愿尊贵，但愿颂赞、尊贵、荣耀、赞美都归给做宝座的和羔羊，直到永永远远。
We will be praising God
我们会赞美神，
with the whales,
好像鲸鱼般，
with the dolphins,
我们将要跟海豚一同赞美神。
all of the animals of creation.
在被造之里面的所有的动物要一起来赞美神。
Do you know what that tells me?
这告诉我们什么呢？
It's not about us.
事实上不是都关乎我们，
It's about his glory.
是关乎他神的荣耀。
It always was and always will be about his glory.
一直都是这样子，以前是这样子，现在也是，将来也是这样子，
Not about us.
绝对不是关乎我们。
Why will they be praising God?
他们为什么要赞美上帝呢？
Because the curse will have been broken.
因为这一切的咒诅要被破除了。
Jesus came to die to restore creation back to its original state.
耶稣来是要让受造之物能够恢复原初的状态。